Hey, book babes. Welcome to Two Girls, One TBR. I'm Rebecca, deep in my villain era and emotionally unavailable for cinnamon roll men over at Azrella Reads on Instagram.
And I'm Chelsea. If I'm not narrating it, I'm reading it. And you can find all the bookish chaos at Chelsea and Chapters.
We're your chaotic book besties here to destroy your TBR, one morally gray man at a time.
This week's episode, the one where we fell for a red flag.
We saw the warning signs. We ignored everyone. If he's brooding, bloody, and emotionally wrecked, we're in.
So, hello guys. My name is Anem, and knowingly here on Bookstagram community at Twisted Dreamland, your AI artist. And I'm here to give a visual of our two book boyfriends and villains and heroes coming to life.
And you can catch her at Twisted Dreamland on Instagram.
Twisted Dreamland, yes.
So consider your standards absolutely obliterated. Now, today we're going to talk about all the different men that in our books that we consider a red flag. So what is the last book boyfriend who made you ignore all your logical brain cells?
Rebecca?
No, for me, mine is Theon from the Legacy series. If you've read it, then you know he is a giant walking red flag.
We know.
I absolutely love him. And remember, the fourth and final book comes out I believe on the 25th. I'm super excited about it.
Yes, it's the end of the month.
And how about you, Chelsea?
See, now I'm kind of rethinking mine because I was going to say Slade Ravenger, but now I'm thinking that
He's on the green flags. Girl.
Yes, he's green flag. So
yeah,
I can't use him now that I think about it. So I'm going to pick, it's actually from the indie book that I'm reading right now.
Oh.
Nero. I hope I'm saying his name right, but it's Nero, and that is in the Lycora Wolves series.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Interesting. Now, how about you?
Now, Anem, what about you?
Well, I was crossing across with a lot of red flags. There's one that is so funny. Last month, I was reading Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden.
I have that.
Yes, oh my God, that is one that will say, oh, what, I didn't read this one before. It's a completed trilogy. It's about dragons and fays and humans. And the MMC is a total red flag.
I have all three of them sitting on my shelf, those books. I just haven't gotten to read them yet. But they say they're amazing.
It's such a fast read. Like I couldn't even sleep that night. I just slept 3-4 hours because I was totally consumed. Because he has strong personality, like the ones that we totally love, and at the same time, he's totally sweet and devoted, and that's what. Oh, I like that.
Oh. See, I look forward to reading those
definitely. Then. Yes, and they are short too.
Have you read those ones, Chelsea?
Not yet.
See, we need to bring you to the dark side. We got to get you reading some of these ones. Now, what?
But Nero has a bad side.
Oh.
Yeah, Nero from the Lycora Wolves. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, what is your definition of a red flag in fiction versus real life? Now, I believe every MMC and all the books I've read, because remember, I'm in my villain era, they all are walking red flags. Now, for myself personally, if in real life, if a guy is controlling, he's manipulative, that kind of thing, red flag, see you later. But how about you, Chelsea? What is it for you?
We're talking about real life red flag?
Real life versus fiction. Because in fiction, we don't seem to care as much, but in real life, we do.
So I'm going to call it my limit, I guess is what we'll do. So my red flag in fiction, the most unforgiving thing to me, where I'm hitting a limit and I don't like this, is when if he's physically abusive or there's some kind of extreme non-consent, that's hard limit for me. I don't that's not the kind of dark romance I want to read. And then for real life red flags, if you just have a vibe I don't like, you're a red flag.
You're a red flag.
So
I agree.
like you don't even have to like break my trust or do anything, but if you have a weird vibe, you're probably a red flag. I don't know. I feel like I have like that sixth sense. I can sense when people are
You have that gut feeling.
up to no good. Yeah.
Now, how about you, Anem?
Red flag for me on books is precisely like non-consent. When they are just don't care about you really want and then just go and take it, that's something that just throws me off a lot. But also at the same time, the ones that are take and don't give anything in return, the one that are like extremely take the possessive to another level, that's totally no for me.
Interesting. Now, no, these are a couple of the books that I've read that kind of they do fall in that red flag zone. Again, like I said, I'm deep in the villain era. In Anathema, truly like Zavander, he is a little violent, possessive, but he's so irresistible. The Serpent in the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. Rain, he's emotionally wrecked. He's morally gray, but he's loyal to destruction. Quicksilver by Kelly Hart, Kingfisher. He's unholy levels of obsession. And then, of course, the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. Now, there's Midas. He is literally gold-plated red flag. He's an asshole. Again, all of us, I think we can agree to that Midas is awful.
Totally.
And then Slade Ravager. I mean, he is kind of a red flag in a ways, even though we love what he does. But, you know, he did rot a lot of people, kill people.
Yeah. I have to point out, I really liked Midas is literally a gold-plated red flag. So good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He is a villain. The ones that we don't like.
Yeah.
I was so happy of what happened to him through the books.
When you read the first book, because a lot of people, when they start the Plated Prisoner series, like people don't understand. First book is truly world building, but you're seeing Midas in a very different light in the first book because you don't really understand the bigger picture of it. And he's such a dick, but yet he's a dick.
You try to like him.
You're like, it's almost like you're getting that same feeling, like that brainwashing that she's getting. Like I was almost rooting for her to like get his attention again. And I'm like, ew, why am I hoping that she can get his attention again? After you've actually read it and realized what he's doing.
Oh, he's such
It
a
is weird that
person.
way. It's definitely a mind F for sure.
Absolutely. And Raven wrote an absolute excellent series there. And I look forward to the next book that she has. Now, she does have a new series coming out. I believe it's at the beginning of the year. It's the Pied Piper. I think it's going to be a duology. But she did say she is going to make a spinoff of the Plated Prisoner series following the other man in the book that we like. Yes.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that. Book boyfriend
The
decision. Book boyfriend's decisions that we can't explain. Now, what is the dumbest thing that you have done because of fictional men? Now, I haven't done this, but it's just my dream. But I would love if my husband got bat wings.
Yes.
I don't know if he would do. I mean, he may do that for me. He probably would do that for me. But I did ask him when I was talking with Heather because we were discussing Anathema, and if you know Zavander has piercings. Heather and I did ask my husband would he ever consider getting piercings, and he told me absolutely not.
No.
Nope.
No. How about you, Chelsea?
So I'm also on that train where I want him to have bat wings so bad. But then I'd probably laugh at him when he put them on, so it would just be dumb. But also like I get in moods when I read because obviously I am the female main character of every single book that I read. And so like if I'm reading a part where the male main character and the female main character are fighting, like I will be in a mood with my husband. So that might be kind of a dumb thing that like I just can't explain that, but it happens.
Does he pick up on this though? Or is he
Oh
oblivious
yeah, he
that you're
totally
mad?
does.
Oh, he picks up on that's hilarious.
He especially picks up when I'm in the mood because he can tell I had just been reading all day, and then he's like, "Oh, okay,
But
the book's good right now."
the book's good right now. Now, how about you, Anem? What is the dumbest thing you think you have done because of fictional
Oh,
men?
well, although those piercings are really interesting,
Yes.
no, like to me it's like pretty normal, those famous girls, and when they say that you're mine in a sexy way, that will be kind of fun to see on real life with my husband.
Oh yes.
But but yeah, that's it.
To say you have created some of the most wonderful images of our book boyfriends
Yes.
that
Oh
I
my
have
Yes, he
seen.
goodness.
does.
Thank you.
There's
Thank you.
there's a lot of people that do this, but what you do and how you create them, it is what I see in my mind, and you
Yeah.
bring what my mind is thinking to life, and I absolutely love it. You're my favorite.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I sound repetitive a lot, but I am always so um like grateful and shocked that there's like people who really like it or in comments, and I feel like there's people who thinks like in a similar way, and I imagine towards the vibes, and that's why I need to read the book first, so then I can try to catch like the vibes,
Yes.
personalities, and all that, and that's why we can connect through them, and that's very special.
I think it's neat because that's how I met you. And I remember last year because I had just gotten back into reading, and I started my little bookstagram at the beginning of October, and like it
I
was either the
remember.
end of October or the beginning of November, around this time when we're recording right now.
Yes.
It's been a
My
year
goodness.
since I've met
It's an
you.
anniversary. It's
It
my
is.
anniversary. Oh my God. I can't believe it.
I know,
1 year already.
and it's been so wonderful that, and then not long after that, then I met Chelsea because I believe Chelsea and I met
Mm-hmm.
through one of your pictures
Yeah.
or your artwork, and that's how we started
Out of
talking.
my really?
Yeah.
That is how we
Oh
met.
my God. I didn't know that.
So
That
we're
is so
all
cool.
interconnected. Isn't that neat?
That is so cool.
Yeah. See, you bring people together.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Thank you. Thank you.
And it's been such a wonderful journey that we've been on, you girls. It's been nice. I really, it's so nice to have that sisterhood, to be able to talk books, bless my husband. He does not want to hear about my books. I was trying to tell him last night because I was reading Crescent City, and I was trying to tell him just a little bit of what I knew, because I'm just at the beginning, the first couple of chapters. And he's like, no, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And that was it. So this is why I find it just so wonderful that we all have each other, that we can talk our books and
It's
all that
just
kind
that
of
they
stuff.
don't understand. They don't
No.
understand. I was reading Eldritch, which is the first time that I'm actually having nightmares over a book.
Oh,
So
it's dark.
I was totally yeah, it's really dark,
Mhm.
and I was totally consumed because it seems I'm doing all this, not only the still, but also the trailers and the scenes and all that. So now I haven't now that habit of visualizing the book as a movie. So
Mhm.
I'm always like thinking, oh, this angle and this lighting and doing this, and that actually makes like while you're reading, making like more powerful. So there was the scene, as you know, that
Oh,
can be
yes.
really traumatizing.
There,
And I
the
was
whole
trying to
book
explain
is.
my husband. The whole book is.
Oh, yeah.
And I was trying to explain my husband. Oh, you know that I saw this, and something happens to Savander, and then it happens to Mavet, and this and this and this. And then he was like, and why are you reading all this stuff? This is really disturbing. And I was like, no, that's just normal. It's normal.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is totally fine.
What is it they said? Like people will have like women will have like something like traumatic going on, and then they'll sit down and they'll watch like serial killer documentaries to relax. So maybe
Yeah.
our books are in that wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you guys. I'm just going to ask you a couple things, and you guys tell me which one you prefer. Now, do you prefer smut or slow burn? Or now for me, I need them both.
Yeah, I'm a both or heavy on the smut.
To have my smut. I can't go back. I can't go back to closed doors or vanilla anymore.
Yeah.
I have to have my open door, and it has to be wide open.
Anem.
Depends on the story, because sometimes the plot is so good and you're totally hooked and focused on the story that this mod comes into a second place. Like, let's talk about Powerless. Like, the MMC, he is so romantic that you really don't miss the smut feeling, like the craving, because he's so poetic and makes you feel so in love that you don't really need the smut.
See, I haven't
But
read that.
that.
that's a very personal opinion. But I tend towards like, of course, he needs to have a little bit, not too much, not too
Yeah.
much, not in the way that overshadowed the plot. The plot has to be like the most important thing.
I like
And
how
then
you
this-
said that.
Yeah.
How like obviously the plot's really strong, and then that he is just like the things that he does, you feel that love without needing all of it. It's like our love languages. He's like applying to different love languages, not just the physical touch part. So I don't know. I get what you're
Yes.
saying.
I don't know what it says about
Yeah.
me because I have to have that.
It's different taste, and that's okay.
Yeah.
See, this is another thing that I love about all of us is because we all love different things, different genres and all that. And but yet the love of reading, we all come together no matter what. I do enjoy that. Now, how about this one? Now, do you prefer audiobook or do you prefer having book in hand? I like having a book in hand personally.
I'm graphic audiobook only. If it's not going to be graphic audio, I'd rather have a book in hand.
Well, to me, it's both. Actually, I'm always having reading two books at the same time. So one is an ebook, mostly because I have a crazy daily life. So I don't know when I'm gonna have the time to actually read a little bit. So I'd rather like to have the book on the phone. So that's for one. And the other one, the audiobook. So then I can just go to my TBR because it's so long. I need to catch him up somehow.
My TBR list is over 300 books right now.
I don't want to know how much I have.
Yeah.
Now, do you prefer morally gray MMC or do you prefer a golden retriever? Now, you know what era I'm in, so you already know my answer. Mine has to be morally gray.
I like the
Why
morally
not?
gray.
You do too?
Why not both? Because they can be morally gray, but at the same time they can be a golden retriever, right? Slade, he is a golden retriever, and he's really morally gray.
That is
Right?
true. I mean, he's morally gray in everything that he does, but for her, he is truly kind of like a golden retriever to her. You've said that
Present.
you said with Cassian too. You said that Chelsea. You said that with Nesta, he's kind of a golden retriever, kind of, and I love him. All right, now how about book boyfriend, or would you rather have villain side piece?
Can you say that again?
Book boyfriend, like a sweet book boyfriend, or would you rather have a villain side piece? Again, I'm in my villain era, girls, so you know who I'm gonna pick.
Let me guess.
Let us guess. Villain side piece for 100?
I'm not sure.
Exactly. But would you guys?
I would say.
What would you?
I would
pick?
say book boyfriend.
You'd rather have that. How about you and them?
Book boyfriend, hands down.
Now, would you rather have a guy that is like in our books, that's a walking red flag, or do you want to have the green flag type of guy? This is in the book world, not in real life.
Well, what do you say first?
Oh, mine's always going to be a red flag.
Oh.
I told you I would be such a good captive, like how Feyre was. I know because she was a captive to Tamlin. And he said, oh, you get to stay in this house and you get to paint all day. I would have been fine. He's a giant red flag. Tamlin
Well, I
is
agree
a
there
huge one.
because I still love Tamlin, as you know.
I know you're
I
going to
still have
fix him.
I'm a pro
yeah.
Tamlin too.
So then does that make us like red flags then?
I think so.
Yeah. And also, weren't we calling Slade Ravenger a green flag and he like murders people and stuff? So yeah, I think we're all team red flag.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think
Red
so.
flag.
We were calling him a green flag. So if that's if that's our green flag, then
Well, that's why we read, right? We
yeah.
read to live the stuff that we don't have a chance to live in real life. And
Yeah.
we always have, the woman has always this thought that I can fix him.
That is
So
true.
there you go. You
That
have
is
this
you.
man that is so
Yes.
morally great, and you say, "Oh, I like him. I can fix it. It's fixable. Let's do this."
I agree 100%. Now, I'm also going to throw something out here to our listeners. Now, while you're listening to us, what is your ultimate red flag book boyfriend? Drop it in our DMs for next week's episode so we can talk about it. Now, the next thing, we're going to move into our first segment, our walking red flags. Now, I guess we should probably define truly what a red flag is. Possessive but protective, morally gray or straight up murderous, because most of them are. Emotionally damaged, yet they're so that magnetism they have. But sometimes they're the villain, but often they are the obsession. Now, for me, if I had to pick one, mine is going to be Zavander from Anathema. He's a monster wrapped in devotion. He kills, he manipulates, but he adores. Maeve, do you guys pronounce it Maveth? Is that how you pronounce her
Maveth.
name? Okay.
I haven't read it yet.
I think so.
You haven't read Anathema either?
No,
we
not
need
yet.
to-
It's on my shelf, but I haven't read it yet.
We need to get you. Again, I told you, you need to come to the villain side with me.
Yeah.
But he's not a hero, but he's that unholy promise and such a sexy man. I just finished Eldridge and it was so good. It was so emotionally, like we were saying, it's so emotionally damaged. And I absolutely cannot wait for book 3. And that's going to be hopefully coming out next year. It's such a long ways away. But Chelsea,
So
what are you picking?
I thought those were, I didn't know those were a series. I thought
It's a
they were
trilogy.
It's a
separate.
yeah. Originally, it was supposed to be a duology, but
Yep.
then when she was writing the second book, she focused a lot of on Savander, and he's the one who carries the book. And then she finds out, oh, I have so much that I want to share about him and his backstory. That is not enough for just one book, and that's why she's sending into a trilogy.
Okay.
Now,
Good to know.
Now, people right now with the reviews of it, like a lot. Now, myself personally, I think we absolutely loved Eldridge. I loved it. Absolutely 5-star. Again, just like Anathema, sunk into my bones. Amazing. But I've seen other people, they were like, they didn't like hearing as much about Zavander. But I think it's very important for the overall story that we understand what happened to him and what made him the way he is, in my opinion. So the people that are the naysayers, I don't know what's wrong with those people. I guess they didn't want to know as much, but I like that kind of thing. I like having that backstory. I like understanding him. It gives him so much more depth as a character instead of him just being a hot, sexy MMC. You know what I mean? So who are you picking?
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Who? Me?
Oh, yeah. You were saying something. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, when you read in a book and what actually makes you feel in love and have that book in your heart is how you fell in love with the characters. So in the case of Savander, now that you were like mentioning on Anathema, the first book, there Savander was just seeing like this morally gray guy that he just cared about himself and trying like to find a cure for his curse, but there is so much depth into it. So when you're reading the second book, it's true that is maybe can be a slow pace compared to the first one, but at the same time, she create all this backstory for him that like you suffer with him, you living all that what he's lived through, which was horrible things.
Well,
But at the
absolutely.
end, and when you finish that story, you ending up like, oh, this is a really good book boyfriend. This is
Oh,
something that you
absolutely.
really want to invest on. And when I was like finishing the second book, I was totally like, oh my goodness, I was so in love. Like I really like him on the first one, but on the second one is like, whoa, because you know what is behind about him
Yes.
and why he is doing all the stuff that he does and
Oh,
that he
yeah.
will continue to do.
I can't wait for Chelsea to read that series, and then you'll understand what we're talking about, because I'm telling you, it seeps into your bones. So now, who is that for you, Chelsea?
Okay. I've been waiting so long to talk about this man and these books, but I don't want to spoil too much. So I'm going to try to like reel it in a little bit. Zade Meadows from Hunting
What?
Adeline and Haunting Adeline.
Oh,
Red flag, like if you've ever seen a red flag, but also has some green flags. So he stalks her. That's number one red flag. But then he's like this founder of this vigilante human trafficking, like they try to apprehend them or assassinate them, like the big players of these human trafficking rings. So it's like, okay, now we love him because he's doing something really good in the world and hunting these people down. But then he does some kind of like, and have you've read these,
questionable.
right?
I have not read them.
Yeah.
They're on my
I
TBR.
know what
Okay,
it
so
is. No
Anem, tell me
worries.
if you agree. Doesn't it kind of feel non-consensual in the beginning when like he's like starts doing stuff to her and she's not really asking for it or like agreeing to it yet?
It's hard because I'm the opinion, like what I said in the beginning, like the non-consent and stuff. And he wasn't really so possessive that
Yeah.
it makes me feel that you want him to be like a good guy. Because like he's doing this human trafficking and fighting against
Yeah.
it, but at the same time he is like forcing himself into her, like
Yes.
for her to love him. And I was like,
Yes. So it's like even
not
so
my kind of thing. No,
because
no.
it's like he knows that she wants him back. So I guess like in that way he knows that she wants it. So it's not like he's actually forcing himself, but it really feels like he's forcing himself.
Sounds
Yes.
interesting.
It feels kind of icky, Rebecca. It feels kind of icky at first, but of
He
course
stalks her
yeah, but
bad.
but of course he's super hot. So it's like if you're gonna have somebody stalking you and forcing themselves on you, he's super hot.
He's
So
a
it's
good
okay.
choice.
Yeah.
I have those on my TBR list. I just haven't made it that far. But everybody I've talked to that has talked about the series, they do like it. So I do look
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah, it's good. I don't think I was ready quite yet because that was my first dark romance book.
Mm.
And I
Also,
probably
was mine.
Yeah, I probably could have eased into that genre a little bit better.
That was jumping in both feet into that.
Yeah, full send.
Did you finish? Did you like it?
I did finish it and I thought it was really good. Like it was very depressing though in a lot of parts. Like I was really like disturbed by it.
Sounds
But
so
it was good.
intriguing now.
Yeah.
I have
You're
the
gonna love
feeling
it.
that because if you like Theon, probably you're gonna like Sade.
Sounds interesting. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Now, how about you, Anem? Who are you picking? Who is your giant red flag?
giant red flag.
Next, mine was Evander. She picked this lovely man named Zade. Who are you going to pick?
I will think Resent is a giant red flag. I love him. He's one of my big husbands.
Yes.
But you can hide the sun with a finger, right? And we cannot hide the fact that he hid the pregnancy for her when he promised that he will never hide anything from her. All the
absolutely.
humiliations that he did during the mountain to fight but necessary? No. Like he is a very smart guy. You can come up with another plan, dude. Like for real.
Oh,
you really have to make him dance almost naked. No.
Oh, I think there's a lot that we don't know yet about him. I think, do I love Resent? Absolutely. I love him. But do I think that there is more that we don't know? Because, I mean, even just like what Chelsea and I've been doing when we've been doing the deep dives of people's, theories and stuff, and some of them hold water. You know what I mean? And I think we've determined that he does not tell Feyre everything. A lot. And I
Yeah.
think there's a lot more that he hasn't told her yet. And I think we may find out in the next book. So I agree with
Yes.
you.
I also think that you can like change like in a day or two. That's a long process that he has to do, and there's a lot of mistakes that he's going to do on the road. Again, like the pregnancy stuff. But let's see what's gonna happen. And another one is Theon. Your Theon
Oh, yeah.
is a huge like did he really make her be under the table? That
Oh,
was
yeah.
so shocking.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Shocking.
wait till you read the Legacy series. Now, when you
I
read the
can't.
Legacy series, everybody, all the players in the book, they're all morally gray. Everybody,
Okay.
even the female main character, Tessa, she is morally gray. Because she's not a sweet, innocent bystander. You can't paint her as that. But the things that happen to her and the things that he forces her to do because of his father. Yes, and when he makes her eat on the floor, that was not
That was
very
disturbing.
nice. That was not very nice. But he's so possessive of her because of this. But wait till you read it, Chelsea. You have to.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's very good. And like I said, the fourth book comes out later this month, and that is the end of the series. That completes it. The way book 3 ends, it's like a cliffhanger, and there's so much that I want to know. There's so much because of what happens at that last book that's out. I'm looking forward to it. But he's a giant red flag, Theon.
Oh, huge.
Oh yeah. So we got to get Chelsea. We got to get you in your villain era. You haven't
know.
read enough villains with me yet.
No, not yet. I'm working on it though. I'm getting so close.
So close.
So close.
I got Heather. Heather read Bewitched and Bespelled already now with me.
Yay.
Why we don't talk about Mennon?
Oh, he is.
God.
We're going to talk about him because he's a giant red flag as well.
Yes, but I love him so much. Oh my goodness.
No, but now, girls, why do you think like this they're toxic but hot? Because that's what all our men are here. But why does it work so well in fiction? Is it because it's obsession, disguised as devotion, possessiveness that feels like safety, the fantasy of being the exception? Now if he burns or if he threatens to burn down the kingdom for her, I'm ready. He's good for me. But how about for you two?
I think the difference is that usually they're on some like quest, or even like I said with hunting and haunting Adeline, like he had such a big job or like such a big thing he was doing in the world to better it. And so like, but most of us were just like living average lives, and we don't have like a partner who's like, I don't know, in the CIA or, or like, I don't know, they're not like an assassin. Like that's not the norm. So I guess it's just like, it's fun. I guess it doesn't bother us as much because it's like something that we feel like could never happen in our real lives.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Now, now let's see here. Now these are my top 3. Now you guys can interject and put anybody you guys want to put in. But now if I had to defend 3 of my book boyfriends, the number one that I will defend until the ends of the earth is Slade Ravenger. I will defend that man. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
No wrong. No.
Absolutely not. He's so hot to begin with. The descriptions of him and Anem.
He is perfect.
You have created him. Absolutely. You have taken how Raven described him and have made him perfection. And then the whole part of him when he will just burn the whole world down for her. That's why I will defend him.
That's the best part ever. The best part ever. He didn't care. And when he went in that revenge spree, like, yes, that's my man.
Yeah. Oh, because I read ACOTAR first. That's what got me back into reading. And then the second series that I started reading right after I finished Silver Flames was The Plated Prisoner. And that's how I met you, because I saw the cinematic that you and Luna had done together. And then I started talking. That's how I met you. But you created him, and just those scenes, it's just like, it's so good. But now that's the first one.
Thank you. And
But
we
now,
are still working on it.
I know you guys.
There's more stuff coming. There's more stuff
That's
coming.
so
I'll
exciting.
show you.
Yes. Now the next one I will defend to the end is Kingfisher. But him as a character, he's just so dark, and he's so dirty. He's just so dirty. I will defend that man. I will defend him till the end as well, because he is Slade is absolutely, I think maybe this is a trend here for me. It's how dirty they are, because Slade Ravager is absolutely dirty.
Slade is dirty.
Oh, he is dirty. And Kingfisher is he's top tier dirty too.
On that level, though, on the Quicksilver, since we're talking about it, Carrion Swift is my favorite, though. Like,
he's good too.
Favorite. He is such a good side character. I absolutely love him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to have a spin-off of him.
I agree. I think he could absolutely, because there's so much you don't realize as you're reading Quicksilver, because I don't want to say anything in case somebody hasn't read it, but he hides in plain sight. I guess we'll just put it in that terms. But I think my favorite scene with him in the whole book, though, is when, he had the little sprite women, and I don't remember if you created that picture when he is he's with the little women that weren't they sprites, and they had to bath
sprites.
him. And they had to bath him.
Oh yes.
And he was dirty there. Oh, and then when he said that his dick was hard because of that one, I can't remember what her name was, and he said it kind of makes his dick hard. He's dirty too. See, I think we have a pattern for me now. And then now the third one for me, it's Memnum, because we mentioned him. He is. I will defend Memnum forever. I love him. He is he's so devoted. I mean, his love transcends millennia. You know what I mean? And when you read when you read Bewitched, you read Bespelled, you see parts of him. But when you go back because again, I always recommend read Bewitched, read Bespelled, then read The Curse That Binds. Do not read The Curse That Binds first. But when you read The Curse That Binds, and then you see the love, and you see who he is, the love he has for her is absolutely unmeasurable. And even though he's so bad, and he's dirty too, he's another one that's dirty.
Oh my goodness,
and,
yes.
Like when he tells her,
dirty is your common ground for you.
I think so. I think they're the dirty men. This is what but those are my top three. I will defend them in book court. I will. I don't know. How about you guys? Do you have any to add to it? Who would you defend? Or did I give a good list?
I mean, I haven't met Memnon yet, but
oh, you will love him. He's so
too hard.
good.
I can't even think of one that.
You have to go and look at Memnon. Anem has created images of him, and he is gorgeous.
Memnon is one of my favorites and visuals. I'm trying to thinking on a list for the ones that I will defend. Memnon is one of them, like for sure. Because there is a lot of people who didn't like him, because one of the problems when there's a single POV is because we always saw the MNC towards the FMC, and that's not like objective. Like,
yes,
because she's in love with him at the end, right? So the interesting part for this story is because he thinks she betrays him.
Yes.
So you see him as he is for everyone else, like this villain, this conqueror, the one who schemes, manipulating, and do everything to get what he wants. And then, of course, he at the end he understands that she didn't betray him, and then we see like the self-design of him. But the people who start reading Bewitch is the first one, right?
Yes.
Bewitch. They didn't understand that who he really is, which is like a villain. Like he won't stop to anything to do what he wants or what he thinks is right.
Oh yeah, he will do whatever he wants whenever he wants, and he doesn't care who's in his way. And I cannot wait until Bedeviled comes out. That comes out next July. And I am super
can't wait.
excited. I am super excited. And I think she said that she's going to have a not safe for work artwork that you can, if you follow Laura Thalassa, her newsletter, I believe she's going to have some. You don't ever do not safe for work images, do you? Or do you do that?
No,
You don't ever do that.
no. I don't do too much contemporary because they are easier to do.
Yeah.
And also fantasy, I think, is more harder to imagine. So that doesn't like perform really good. So I have read 86 books this year, and see, I haven't done like all the 86 books because of the same reason. So
That's
depends on the inspiration too.
Yeah.
Now, I do know if you go onto Carrie Lake's, onto her website, she had Not Safe for Work done of Zavander and Maveth. And I've seen it, and it's very good. I don't remember, Chelsea, did I send that to you?
You did.
Yes,
Yeah, you
yes.
sent it to me.
Yeah, but you know that those things, it makes me embarrassed.
Oh, no.
I can't. I can't see
Like
it.
brings it,
Like,
it makes your face red. Yeah.
Yes, it made my face red, and I'm blush, and I'm just like, no, I cannot see this. Let's give him some privacy.
Oh,
I have no problem with pecs and and
Yes.
muscles and
Well-
see the belly, the low part, but like lower than that.
Oh, it was quite all I can tell you, it was quite the visual. I'll have to send it to you so you get the link to it so you can see it, because it's with all those piercings.
There's people who were asking me for those piercings, and I have to, well, let me explain this to you, like, take, so that you can understand.
Love it. I think it's hilarious. Maybe one day
Like,
you'll
it's so
not
sad
blush and you'll
that-
make some. You can make our memnum.
Maybe. Well, one day I have to did one naked for one of the stories that I was reading, and I was so uncomfortable, and it was just a woman.
Well, let me
And
ask you
I
this.
don't.
Whenever we're reading and stuff, and they always describe it, and it's always how it, as Chelsea has said, it's massive, and the girth, as we have said, it's always it always makes me think the way the authors, how they describe it when it like pops out. It reminds me of like the door jambs, that are on a spring. Imagine in my mind always, because when they say. So if you ever do decide to create a cinematic of that, think of that, of the little door thing. Stopper. It's a door stopper, isn't it? Oh God,
Okay,
that
I
makes me
promise
laugh.
I will. Oh gosh.
That makes me laugh so hard. Now, let me ask you girls this now. What is one character who shouldn't be hot, but totally is? Now, for me, it is Vince, isn't it? It's Vincent, or is it Victor? What is the dad's name in Vincent in The Serpent and the Wings of Night? Really, he shouldn't be. It's her dad. He shouldn't be hot. But when you really look into the description, did you create Vincent? Have you created?
No.
You need to create him, because he's hot and he shouldn't be.
I have such a thing for white hair men. It's so good. They always came out so good.
Well,
I have to.
when you created Desmond Flynn, you made him gorgeous because he has got white hair.
This one, that one. I love a white hair man for like All the characters that have a white hair are favorites for me. I don't know why. Coincidence? Who knows?
See, you have to create Vincent. You have to put that on your
Blackwell
list.
from Phantasma.
Oh, he's a good one too, with his white hair. Our one friend that's that we talked to, Tabitha, she's reading Phantasma right now, and she has just met Blackwell. She doesn't realize how delicious he is yet.
But she will.
Oh yeah, because he's one of my top book boyfriends as well as Blackwell. Chelsea, have you read?
Oh,
You haven't
yes.
read Phantasma yet either. Oh,
No.
see, we have to bring you to the dark side here.
I need
will
more
like,
time to
Rowan.
read. I have all of them like either saved on my Kindle or I actually have a physical TBR, and I just have no time to get to them. It's so sad.
now, how about you, Chelsea? Now, who do you think is hot that really shouldn't be hot?
Okay, so at first I was thinking just based off of name alone, King Rot from Plated Prisoner series. It's such a gross name, but then he's
is.
obviously super hot. He's
Oh,
super hot
yes.
and perfect. But then I was thinking like Osric, who's like one of the side characters in Plated Prisoner series. He kind of sounds like he's like this big ogre-y guy and maybe isn't even that good looking. But man, I like fell in love with him towards the end.
Oh,
And then I
yeah.
was like, okay, he's kind of hot.
Anem has created him, and he is delicious.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Now I need to go look.
Oh, you have to. He is very delicious.
I'm gonna look right
he's
now
like
while we're
got
talking.
that he almost
You're
has like
making me
that
blush.
he has that Viking big man,
Yeah,
burly,
yeah.
really manly man, and she created him
But see,
absolutely delightful.
and when she wrote it, I was not thinking of him in a romantic way, and so because I was so focused on
Yes.
King Rod and the Commander and Commander Rip, I was so focused on them that he was just like a whatever. He's probably gross.
Oh,
But
and
he's
then
so
as
not.
the story
Yeah.
progresses, and then you see that little bit of him. Well, we
Yeah.
get to see a whole lot of him, and with his love interest, and when the things he has her do in some of those scenes, it's
Yeah.
quite lovely. I do like him.
He's such a softie. He's so softie.
Oh,
Behind all
yes.
these broody.
Hold on.
Oh, and when he calls her his Yellow Bell? Isn't that what he calls her? The love
Yeah,
interest
Yellow
he
Bell.
has. Yellow Bell. And she is so not a nice person, but he sees through all that built up. Oh yes, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
There
yes.
he is.
Oh,
You
yes.
did. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Doesn't she?
Hold on, I'm trying
She
not to get our
creates him
outline of that.
perfect. She creates
So
him
good.
perfect. I'm telling you,
10 out of
everything
10.
everything that you create. I mean, there's a lot of different, artists out there that do different ones and stuff, but the way you create them, it is what my mind sees. You know what I mean? We must have very similar thoughts of what we think these delicious men look like.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
and similar taste too.
Oh, I agree
Giving him a
100% on that one. Oh, yes, there he is.
That one.
Mhm.
That one.
Okay.
Oh, he's good. So now, Anem, who is yours? Who is somebody that you think is hot that, you probably shouldn't think is hot?
Probably Dr. Death from
Oh.
Nauticadia, because this guy, he's smart. He kills for his
Oh, yeah.
experiments, and he doesn't hesitate to kill you to find the cure for this nautisome. That shouldn't be hot, but
Oh,
it is.
and he's very cruel in a lot of ways,
Yes.
because he has his mind very separated from what he's doing to people or to certain ones. And the one person that you follow through that, and he's very nonchalant about it, is how I'm going to put it. He doesn't have the feelings of empathy towards that person at all. But I mean, there's a reason why he doesn't have empathy, because he's not exactly a stellar person, so I understand why he doesn't care what he's doing. But Dr. Death, he's so delicious. Chelsea, you haven't read Nocticadia yet either. Oh my God. It's so good. Carrie Lake, she writes
Carrie Lake wrote
Gothic
the
romance.
best.
If you want Gothic romance, that's dark, that's very spicy, because she writes spice, I think, extremely well. Because when you do get to those scenes, it's not like it's like smut, 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 smut. It's in the plot. It's part of it. But it's beautifully done. I love everything I've read so far by her. So yeah, it's a good choice. Absolutely. All right. Now let's see here. Where am I at here? Now what is a quote that made you spiral? Now, I think all three of us can agree on this one. Is I will be the villain for you, but not to you. That there, when he said that in that book, that melted me. Did that do that for both of you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was just like,
totally like, whoa.
Whoa. This is why he's a book husband. I would say he is truly, out of all the different MMCs that I have read so far in this year journey of reading again, he's definitely #1 book husband.
Yeah. One of mine for that would be when Reese is still waiting for Feyre to catch up on their relationship, and she says, "So I'm to be your huntress and thief," and he says, "You are my salvation, Feyre." And just
that's so
and she doesn't even know yet that they're mates, and it's just so sweet.
Oh yeah, that Reese-Sam. Oh, he's good. I love when he says, "There you are." Isn't that what he says to her?
Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you. Yeah.
And when you read the books, or when you're reading that, you don't understand the weight of that actual statement that he says.
Yeah.
Do you think at that moment he knows that she is who she is, or do you think he finds that out later after Under the Mountain, or during the Under the Mountain thing?
Yeah, I don't think he knows. I just think that he has that inkling, because he even says to her, like, I think that even then, like, I was getting glimpses of you, and I think that's what that meant, but I didn't really know for sure until it hit me in the face.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh God, Reset. He is good. I have to say, he is good. Even though he is definitely a giant red flag. 100% for us at this.
Yeah.
How about you, Anem? What line gets you out of all the books you've read?
I'm looking for it because I had so many. There is one particular one which has no smut.
Oh.
Take that in count.
Wow.
But look at how beautiful. It's so beautiful. He's such a morally great character in the way that he's very on the sarcastic side, which is Once Upon a Broken Heart from Stephanie Garber. And I'm going to look it up for you because it's so good. Give me 1 second when I found it.
But see, I've learned, though, something about myself as we've been going through this. I obviously like very much men that are very dirty. I've discovered in Giant Red Flags. This has been my awakening today. I think I've been knowing this since I said I'm on my villain era, but definitely the dirtier they are, the more I like them.
You know which one I really like too is I love Xaden from Fourth Wing, and Rebecca, you need to read these. And I see that Anem has the best guy's sweatshirt on. But Xaden, pretty much everything. Oh, and you know what? I've decided he is somebody who I will defend in book court.
I'm so ready for his villain era.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he says,
"There's no me without you."
There we go. There's that. There's my house, my chair, my woman. Oh, there's so many. He has a lot. He has a lot.
See, I have to read those.
Whew. Yeah, you do.
Because that's going to be, I think they said 5 books it's going to be.
Yeah.
And 3 of them are out.
We call him Zaddy Xaden.
I do have him on. I do have it on my TBR list. I just haven't made it that far.
It's so good.
When are you going to read it?
Tomorrow? You going to read it tomorrow?
I have to do this. Look at this big giant thing I have happening. I have to read this so I can understand more in our conquest of our ACOTAR deep dive. So far it's good. I do like it. I think it's because I like how Sarah writes.
Yeah.
I do like how she writes, and it's very for me, how she writes, it's a very easy read. Kind of like Laura
But isn't
Thalassa.
it crazy? Isn't it crazy though how different of a setting Crescent City is? Like the magic
Yes.
systems, like it's so different. You don't expect it to be interconnected to our other series at all. But that's what's
No,
happening.
because it's very like modern.
Yeah.
It's like a modern world, and yet ACOTAR is
And
more like you're in the past kind of thing.
Yeah. And the story's kind of more like murder mystery and not so
It's
much like epic fantasy quest in the beginning.
it's interesting.
So it's different.
Again, I was trying to explain a
I
little bit of it to my husband, and he's like, that
She's
doesn't make sense. He was saying to me. I said, it does.
funny.
And he's like, no. I crack up because I try all the time to tell him about my books, but it never works.
never. No, it's not the same. That's why we like to have this account to find
Yes.
who buys with us.
Yes.
I found the quote. I
Okay.
found it. Sorry that it took so long. And it says, in the morning, you can forget it. You can't go back to pretending you don't like me. And I can't pretend I don't care. But for tonight, let me pretend that you're mine.
Ooh.
Oh,
Isn't it cute?
So that's very swoon worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very swoon.
Yeah.
And what book is that one again? What book is that
That's
from?
Once Upon a Broken Heart.
And those are young adult, right?
Those are young adult.
Yeah.
But it's the same. Like that's a good thing about the young adult reads is that they balance the lots of smut with a lot of romance.
Yeah. And they're still like that tension, yearning. Yeah, but not so heavy on the smut parts. It's kind of like Twilight. I don't know, like
exactly.
I really enjoyed Twilight when I was in high school, but it makes me wonder if I would enjoy it just as much now as I did
I
then.
don't know if I would like it. Yeah, right.
I've only watched the movies. I've never read the books. Because I remember when they came out. I remember because up where I was from, there's the mall and there was the bookstore because I always loved going into the bookstore, but I wasn't really into that. That was more in my thriller era, is what I was reading more so at that time. But I remember they were up on behind the cashier and they had, because they were always the best sellers. But that was during my murder kind, you know what I mean? That's the type of books I was reading. And I was also into Janet Ivanovich, the Stephanie Plum series I was into.
Oh.
And now
I found another one.
Now that wouldn't do anything
from
for
our
me.
men.
Tell us.
Okay, so this is my favorite from Memnon. And it says, I guess you know what I'm going to say. He says, call me a monster, call me a devil, but you and I both know I will fucking shatter the rules for you, always for you.
Oh yeah. See, this is why. See, Chelsea, this is why you need to read Bewitched. You need to meet Memnon because he is. And he's so dirty though in so many ways. That there is awesome. And then he does that one where he says he had been inside her more than all the stars in the sky. It's something like that, he says.
Ooh.
Yeah. So when I'm telling you he's
remember
dirty,
that one, but he is
dirty.
good on that side. I remember.
Heather told me she enjoyed it tremendously, and she said she caught herself like laughing out loud on different things because of their banter and stuff. So I think you will enjoy it a lot. So I hope you get to reading that in the next couple months so you can love Memnon like we do. But that quote there that she said was absolutely, he's so good. Memnon.
That's a killer quote.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm on my knees when they say something like that. Yeah, like, take me. I'm yours.
Now, I'm also going to, again, to our listeners, I'm going to put another question out there for you guys. Now, who is your most toxic but hot character? And what scene made you forgive everything? So we'll see if people respond to us. Send it to us in our DMs on Instagram and on TikTok, 2girls1TBR. And of course, look for our logo so that you know it's us. Now, the next part we're going to talk about, morally gray or morally gone. This is our delusion discussion. Now, where is the line between complex or certifiable? real world ick versus fictional obsession fuel. Do we actually want redemption arcs? Now, if he's killed for her in all my books, because I don't think any of them in any of my books have been, again, been sweet and innocent. If he's killed for her, I'm swooning.
Yeah.
Such a
He's
giant red
cruel.
flag.
Yeah. He's cruel to everyone except her. That's love.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Would you like that in black and white art or full grayscale? How do you want it? What light? I'll make it.
Again, everything you make, chef's kiss. Absolutely perfect.
Mhm.
Thank you
Now,
so much, babe.
now these are books, in my opinion, or our opinions, I should say, that cross the line, but we still stayed. Now I did not stay. I DNF'd this. Now, out of everything I've read, now again, remember, all the books, they're murderous, they're not good people necessarily. But the one that crossed the line for me that I couldn't go back from was in Zodiac Academy. I didn't like the bully romance. I didn't like that, how they acted in it, and I couldn't get beyond that for me. But I know you've read Anem. I know you've read Zodiac Academy. Did you ever finish the
Uh,
series, or did you DNF?
I'm going to defend the series. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but let
Because I
me
know she's read
say,
them.
let me clarify.
I want to hear
Let
it.
me,
I've been waiting for
yes,
somebody who likes Zodiac Academy. Please.
yes, let me explain this. Because, yes, the hardest book is the first one because of the bullying. But that book gives you so much feminine rage. And we are talking about FMCs that get heavily bullied, like really, really bad. I don't know how far you were if you like to finish
I made
the
it 8
full book.
chapters, girl. That's how far I made it, and then I DNF'd it.
Well, that's nothing compared to happening at the end of the book one. But it makes me so mad for them, and I just wanted to revenge so badly that I kept going. And after the second book, it gets so much better because they indeed get their revenge, and they got this man on their knees begging for them. And I was like, "Heh, yes, that's what we needed to do." Um, but it's a long series, really, really
Is it
long series.
is it 9 books or
It's
7 books?
it's a completed series with 9 books, and it has also complemented novellas from different situations that happens through the series. That instead of like putting into the main story, like they make the novellas and put it aside if you want to read it. So it doesn't affect the story because it is mentioned into the series, but like just vaguely. Like parties or special like situations that happen,
Mm-hmm.
or different points of view also. um I really like the diversity. It has everything for everyone, any characters that you may like. It is also at the same time so funny. It's very, very funny with the characters, situations, also um how you get to hate the characters and then you ending up loving them the way that they redeem themselves. So you may hate it at the first time, but I'm not gonna say there's no justification for bullying, but there is a reason behind them and they pay for it, which is
Maybe
what we
one
want at the end.
day I will attempt it again. I still have book 1. I have it. It's sitting on my shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe one day I will dip my toe back into it and and see. But did you finish the whole entire series? Have you read all of it already?
That's the whole thing. See, because the last books 6 through 9, they are like almost 1,000
Oh
pages
yeah,
each,
they're thick.
and is so much suffering. I'm telling you, I haven't read so like well no but that's one of the most emotional damaging series that I've read. So much that I had to take a break. I was like, no, I can't handle so much suffering. It's too much.
Now, are you going to read the other books that are in that universe? Isn't there the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac and
I did. I did the
you did
Ruthless
read those?
Boys.
You did read those ones?
Yes,
And now,
yes.
were
I
they
did.
as heavy as Zodiac Academy, or did it have a different vibe to it for you?
No, they have totally different vibes. They are mostly like completed. Most of their series is in the same world of Solaria. The Ruthless Boys is also at the same time in the same world. It happens 5 years before Zodiac. So there's
Okay.
little cameos between both series. So you see the Ruthless Boys on Zodiac and Zodiac on the Ruthless Boys, two different academies. That one is why I choose. And the FMC is looking to resolve a murder mystery, and she fell in love with four kings that rules the school.
And then there's a new one that's in that world too that they did. Is it something
Ecoforth?
but what was the first one? Because that's book 2. Is it Never Keep?
Never keep.
Never
Never
Keep.
keep.
Because now I've
Mhm.
heard polarizing statements with that series too. People either absolutely loved it or people did not like it either. I don't know if it's just the authors, the way they write, if it's something with that is so polarizing for people. But I've heard the same kind of arguments though with people with ACOTAR. It still surprises me how there are
Mhm.
people out there that do not like ACOTAR, and that's very surprising because
I don't get
I
it.
think it's very good. But the one lady that we have that's in our little book group, she absolutely does not like ACOTAR. She hated it.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh, I don't understand. There is
I thought
people
it was
who
weird.
also doesn't like Throne of Glass, and that's like,
Love.
but
Yeah.
we are here to, we don't judge. We
Mhm.
don't.
But now I haven't read Throne of Glass yet, and see now I've heard like the statements of either people tend to like ACOTAR more or they like Throne of Glass more. But then again, I've only read ACOTAR. Now I'm into Crescent City and I really like
So,
it.
you
I'm assuming
know,
I'll like it.
well, you know how I was saying that like Crescent City is so different from ACOTAR, right? Well, like Throne of Glass is also very different. And Throne of Glass has a lot less, I would say a lot less smut. It's a lot more
And
like,
romance.
yeah, there's a lot less of that, and it's a lot more like epic fantasy. Whereas ACOTAR is like a mix of both. Crescent City, it's kind of like murder mystery, fantasy. It's got a lot of different things going on. So no, they're just different. That's why like it's too hard to compare them. They're just good in their own way. They're not in the same category though.
Do you feel the
For
same?
every taste.
Now,
Mhm.
do you think that is the same case with the Twisted Sisters with their different books that they have in that world, like Zodiac Academy, the Ruthless Boys? Do you think they all have a different vibe, or do they all feel the same? Since you've read several of them now.
No, they have totally different vibes. Depends on what you're looking for. The Twisted Sister resonates a lot because they offer a lot of variety and very complex characters and plots that really, and it's so dark at the same time that keeps you hooked the entire time.
I might
It's
have.
totally different that you can find in other books, and they are it's totally different.
I know, and then they have, I think, another one they just released. It was some other type of book.
They have a lot of books. They
They
have like 50 books.
It's two sisters. That's why they call them the Twisted Sisters. And they write
Mm-hmm.
in, like, when you're looking at Zodiac Academy, I think one sister wrote one of the sisters and the other one wrote the other sister. And it just, I don't know. I might have to try it again. Maybe one day
You
I'll
don't feel the
try
difference. Yeah, you just need to survive book one.
one. And then for the rest
Mm-hmm.
are, maybe one day I might do it.
It gets better, and they make them pay, and that's what I was for, and they didn't.
Now, how about
It's
you,
kind of
Chelsea?
like having to read Your Plated Prisoner. You have to get through those first few books.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
got to give
One of
Zodiac
them.
Academy a chance. Yeah.
because that is something that I've seen like a lot of different people, because I have recommended Plated Prisoner anytime, I mean, I've recommended a lot, and I've had people come in and they're like, "Oh, I DNF'd the first book." And I'm like,
Yeah.
now to me, I thought the first book was very good. I didn't have any thoughts of wanting to DNF it. But there's people I'm like, it's a lot of world building. That is truly what
And
book one
well,
is.
and trigger too.
Yeah.
Like it is
Trigger, and
It is
we
heavy.
dark.
didn't see the MNC at the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
It
That is
takes a
true.
long time to meet
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
And so I, like different people that I have talked to, and I'm like, just try it. Go, once you finish it,
Mhm.
book two's different. And then as you go with the series, you'll understand once you get into it. But it's, I guess I understand kind of in that way because
Yeah.
I see it differently. I guess people who love Zodiac Academy see it the same
It's
way I
same
see
case.
Plated Prince,
Same case.
Plated Peasana series. Now, how about you, Chelsea? What is a series that
Cross
what is
the
it for you?
line.
Mm-hmm.
So Hunting and Haunting Adeline, those were hard for me to read, like I said earlier, because they were my first time going into dark romance, and I don't think I was ready for it. So
Yeah.
that kind of had crossed a line for me in the beginning, but then I got past it pretty quick. Then this current series that I'm reading, which is the Lycora, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Wolves series. In the very beginning ish, there is kind of like a bully humiliation moment, and those are really hard for me to read and get through. So I didn't like that. But it is a dark romantasy, and so I had to tell myself that, like, push through, let's see what happens next. And now I'm hooked. Like, it's so good. Um, and he becomes like so devoted to her. So it's like I understand the bully humiliation moment now that I pushed through and kept going.
Now, is it a series or is it
Yes.
what is the name of is that what the name of the first book is, or is that just the name of
So
the
no,
series?
so that's the name of the series. The first book is A Clash of Villains. And then I got to read the arc. I was so excited. It's my first arc. It was A Bond of Villains, and that just came out on the 31st. And the story's just good. I know that though there's a third book coming, and so I have a feeling I only have like 20 minutes left in the book, my Kindle says, and I don't want to finish it because I know it's going to be a cliffhanger. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm so scared.
When
But yeah,
when
so
does
it is
the next book come out?
the third one. I don't think she's released a date yet, but there's going to be a
Oh,
novella too in between that she
so
just
I see that.
announced.
I think that's one
Yeah.
of the worst things is when you get to a book and then it ends in a cliffhanger and it's going to be like a year
oh,
out.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough with a lot of the books that I've been reading. A lot of the
Mhm.
books are out. You know what I mean? Besides uh, Anathema and Eldridge, because now I have to wait because the way
Mhm.
Eldridge ends, there I have so many questions and so many thoughts of what's going to happen. But now
Yeah.
I have to wait that whole year. I think that's absolutely the hardest part is having to wait and have those
Yeah.
cliffhangers. This is why I haven't
Yeah.
read Fourth Wing because all of you have told me that every book ends in a cliffhanger. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking of waiting until she has all of them out and then read them all at one
Yeah.
time because I don't know if I want to deal with the cliffhangers
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
all are
I don't
dealing with.
blame you. And I feel like I re-listened to them too. So now I've got them on graphic audio and I'm
me
going to
too.
re-listen to them before, and it's like it's going to take up so much time away from me actually getting to books on my TBR because I'm having to reread to be ready for the next one.
Now, when you listen to your graphic audio, do you
Mhm.
listen to it when you're like driving to work and stuff like that so that
Yeah.
you get that time to read?
Yeah.
Now, because of what you do and that, are you allowed to have time that like when nothing's going on, can you listen to stuff or do you have to be focused at all times?
I
Because you have long
could, but
shifts.
yeah. So we have downtime, but that's when I prefer an actual um hard copy, like of a
Hmm.
book. I'd rather have that there because we have to listen to so much going on in the room that if I'm adding a headphone for an audiobook to that, it's like that's too much. It's too much like stimulation.
Hmm.
So I'd rather just have a book. But yeah, technically I could.
I could
Yeah.
see what you're saying. That would be a lot
Yeah.
with everything
Hmm.
going around and plus having that kind of sound.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that's what you're picking. What are you picking, Anem? What would
Yeah.
you say? what is your what book crossed the line for you that you stayed, but it's still, or maybe
Yeah.
not stayed?
Well, now that you mentioned Reign of Shadows and Ending, that episode under the table was insane, totally insane for me. I stayed. I finished the first book, but that scene was so disturbing. It was so humiliating.
The whole series is very
The whole
disturbing.
series.
Yes.
And Theon is so disturbing.
Yeah, he loves her. I do believe truly
understand
he
him.
loves her. I understand him. I agree.
I mean, kinda, because he's totally far and beyond obsessive.
Oh, Chelsea, when you get to him, you will see obsession like you've never seen, because the way he has to be with Tessa, and then he has to live up to a level of expectation, I guess you would say, with his father. So he has to be even more. If that makes sense? But the reason that you'll get to the moment and you'll see it where he makes her sit on the floor, and eat on the floor, and that all, would he have done this if his dad was not there? No, I don't think he would have made her do that.
No.
But it's all about control. There's a lot of it's control, and he has to have control over her. But her dad, or I'm not saying her dad, his dad is so much worse. He is
kind of like
absolutely horrible.
Sade.
Or even kind of like when Reese tells Feyre when we go to the Court of Nightmares, how they have to put on this show, but he's able to at least give her a warning, whereas it sounds like in yours, like there's no warning.
Well,
Theon didn't give a warning.
Yeah,
it was kind of like under pressure situation.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it though, but some of the stuff that does happen, I'm not saying that Tessa's at fault for what happens to her and a lot of things, but if Tessa would have if she would just listen and would understand, if she did what she should do, like what he's trying to tell her, he's trying to help her, because he cannot control the situations because his dad is above him, I guess you want to say, in the hierarchy. So he has to prove himself a lot to his dad, and he has to fall in line. And if she would listen, and he tells her, please be good, don't do these things, but she's very headstrong. She's not happy about the situation she's in because she didn't want to be in the situation at all. Again, I would have been perfectly fine in that situation when he put the diamond necklace on her. I would have been fine. I could have been Tessa.
I would have been a good girl.
I would have been a good girl. I would have done exactly what he told me to do. I would have been fine. But Tessa does not. And
it's a bad combination.
It's yes. And then
because he is totally controlling.
Absolutely.
Plus, she is not smart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because she does a lot of things.
Smart. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's not dumb. It's just like, you know that you are like in very dangerous situation. He is trying to, not gonna say like save you, but like trying to handle the situation the best as he can, and she doesn't listen. She wants to do her way.
And you get so mad at her because, again, I told you, every one of them in that book, they're all morally gray. She is not, like I said, she's not sunshine and roses. She is difficult, and he has a lot of difficulty with her, and he tries to get her to understand it. And then you throw Luca, that's the other guy that's in there. You throw him in the mix, and she doesn't want to listen to him either. And he's trying to get her to understand. And it's so good. You have to read it.
Yeah, I'm already annoyed with her. So I haven't even read it yet, and I'm already annoyed.
Oh, you will be annoyed with Tessa. Oh, she will be annoyed with Tessa, and I cannot wait for you to read it so you can tell me how annoyed you are with her. But yet you like her in so many ways, but yet you're very annoyed with her. So I look forward to you reading that. Now, and how about, let's see here. Now, one other thing I'm going to ask again to our audience. I'm just throwing these questions out there, so please, send us a DM. When did a book boyfriend finally go too far, even for you? Let us know. Write us in our DMs so that we can share if anybody decides to let us know these little details, and then we can talk about it in our next episode. So this has been fun, girls. I've enjoyed this. Anem, have you enjoyed
Yes, it was.
doing this?
Yes, it was really good. I didn't know what to expect, really, but I'm having fun.
It is super fun. I enjoy talking to you girls and talking about our books. So now next week, Chelsea and I will be back together again. We have another ACOTAR miniseries episode coming up. It's going to be the one with the Night Court politics, allies, and hidden agendas. We're diving into the hidden agendas, morally gray alliances, and fan theories that make Perithian a playground of secrets, power, and chaos. But if this episode made you question your alliances in the best possible way, please hit follow and subscribe to us so you don't miss any of the chaos.
Tag us in your takes on Draken and Miriam, Jurian, Vasa, or the Mortal Queens at 2girls1TBR. We live for your fan theories.
And if you want to see your favorite Night Court characters or any other book characters, you can tag me or look for me, Twisted Dreamland, and I'll make the chaos beautiful.
And please, again, subscribe to us at 2girls1TBR wherever you get your podcasts, because we are everywhere now, girls. We are on Spotify, Audible, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, and YouTube podcasts. And of course, come and watch the chaos unfold on our YouTube channel. So please like on us and subscribe to us, because we would like to see our numbers grow. Right now, girls, we are at 32 followers on YouTube.
Good.
But so remember, girls, keep your books filthy.
And your TBR unhinged.
Render in 4K sense.
Good night, book babes.
Good night.
Bye.